Less than a week after a Maricopa County Sheriff's deputy was arrested, the charges have now been dropped by the county attorney. Deputy Gary Kaplan was facing 2 charges for sexual misconduct after sleeping with the victim of a domestic violence case that he was investigating. The county attorney tonight says that the facts in the case do not meet the statutory requirements. Our Kim Powell is here tonight to explain.
The statute states that it is a crime for a peace officer to engage in sexual conduct with the subject of an investigation. The subject in this sense meaning someone who is either under investigation or is in their custody. The director of the Arizona Police Association says he can't believe that this deputy was ever arrested. Charges dropped for Deputy Gary Kaplan, who was accused of unlawful sexual conduct. According to court documents, a woman called authorities for a domestic violence issue, and Kaplan returned to her home later that day, and the two had sex. They also exchanged text messages and met again several days later. Kaplan then offered to pay for the woman's abortion after finding out she was pregnant, according to the documents.
Not trying to dismiss the conduct, because clearly there are policy violation issues here that rightfully and should be addressed, but to make an arrest and book him into jail and take away his liberty is a very serious violation of the Constitution and his constitutional rights.
Joe Klur with the Arizona Police Association said something like this should have been dealt with administratively.
I'm just kind of flabbergasted and astounded that they went this way, the criminal route, when clearly the statute talks about somebody who is in the control and or custody of the police officer.
At the time of Kaplan's arrest, Sheriff Paul Penzone released a statement saying in part, "As the sheriff, I will be intolerant of violations of public trust and or abuse of the law. We owe it to the community to be transparent and accountable."
I think this pretty clearly falls under abuse of the law. And if they're willing to do this to one of their own, it causes me concern as to what they're willing to do to you and I.
The Maricopa County Attorney's Office said in their own statement that the charges were dropped because the victim in the matter was not the subject of the investigation. However, they added this in no way diminishes the alleged conduct. "We are extremely concerned and shaken any time a peace officer violates the trust given to them by the community, especially those members of the community who go to them for assistance." The sheriff's office released a new statement to us tonight saying they respect the county attorney's decision. However, they can't comment on current investigations where factors are still under review. Kim Powell for Arizona's Family.